What's going on, everybody? This is Jordan here. I borrowed that little intro there from T. Martin. Hope he doesn't mind. Bringing you some gameplay here of this absolutely gorgeous Corvette ZR1. I'm just going to leave you here with the sounds of it for about 20 seconds. That was close. So I'm just going to dive right in here, guys, because I have a good topic today for my commentary on this video. The Corvettes are one of my favorite cars. I've for many years, I've said, you know, I love to play this game with my family and do it with some of my friends and, you know, co-workers and stuff too, but everybody's done it. You know, what would you do if you won the lottery? Is the question. And, you know, you basically answer it how you would see fit. And I've always said, since I've been having this conversation, I've always said the first purchase I would make if I won the lottery, I mean the first purchase, like I would literally cash the check or deposit the check and I would go straight to the Chevy dealership and purchase myself a Corvette ZR1, excuse me, Corvette Z06. The Z06 is the slightly earlier model of this one right here. You know, the regular Corvette, I think it costs about $50,000 or $60,000 now. Has a 5.7 liter V8. You know, pretty powerful. It's a sports car. It's designed to be nice and powerful and showy, but you know, 7 out of 10 of those Corvettes are going to be driven by white-haired gentlemen. And you know, they're sort of a retired man's dream, and so they're awesome, but at the same time, you got to go with something a little bit more. If you're going to go all out and buy a Corvette, you don't want to buy just a standard line Corvette. I always think the same thing when I see like a V6 Mustang or something. I just think like, dude, it's a Mustang. You're almost doing a disservice to the brand by purchasing that. But at the same time, it's contributing to why the ZR1 or the Z06 is much better than the original or regular Corvette. So the Z06, well, let's start with the ZR1 because that's what I'm using. The ZR1 here has I believe it's a 6.2 liter V8. It's supercharged. Makes well over 600 horsepower, and I think around 600 foot-pounds of torque. Now this car, this magnificent machine here, is the most powerful car General Motors has ever produced. Incredible. 105-year history, and this is the most powerful car they've ever produced. And this thing is a behemoth. I mean, it is an absolute monster. It is just, I mean, you can hear it, you can see the way I'm doing with it, and you can see that already not even done with the first lap yet, and this is the very first time I've ever used this Corvette on this game. In fact, I haven't even driven a Corvette in Forza yet, except for Forza 2, and I'm just blowing everybody away. So this brings me to what I want to talk about, which is this car here, all things considered, is the best thing that America has to offer on the world market. You know, you can say our ideas or our, you know, way of life or whatever you want to say, but none of that is equivalent to this car and what this car means and brings to the world. Now, for years and years and years, the, quote, supercars, I know you can't see it, but I just did the little quote thing with my hands. Supercars of the world come from Italy or, you know, some of those other places, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, you know, even like Pagani Zondas, those are, you know, those are from Italy. But so, supercars and cars that are, you know, attainable by a working man, but a rich working man nonetheless, are, you know, have been dominated by those cars. And I think this Corvette ZR1 enters into a new era. And Americans, since World War II, have really fallen behind. We established ourselves as the world power in World War II, and since then we've basically, after we landed on the moon, we've kind of just tapered off because there's not any competition anymore. People are lazy, people don't want to strive to be better, and all that kind of stuff. And so I think this Corvette ZR1 is what this country stands for. It's over the top, it's no holds barred, it's very powerful, very fast, very forward thinking, yet true to its roots of the Corvette. I mean, it looks fairly similar, obviously more aggressive than the Corvette, but it stays true to the Corvette. It's relatively affordable, and it's cheaper than all the other supercars. I mean, compared to the cars that it competes with, it's half the price, which is something that Americans do well. It's very well made, very well built, and it blows away the competition. And I think if we want to stand a chance as a country in the world, and truly, I don't want to be on a soapbox here, but we really need to get our ass in gear. We really need to get up, we really need to start doing stuff, and you need to strive to be better and strive to make the rest of the world look bad, because that's what we need to be doing. So thank you guys for watching. Get motivated, yeah!